Hey yo, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is London Tay coming to you today with another video, girl. Today's video, girl, I'm going to give you guys a beautiful transformation. I'm going to show you guys how I did from this simple short pixie cut, she's growing out a little bit, to the beautiful 36-inch thigh length, knee length soft locks. Okay, so my first step is her hair is dry, her hair is clean and product free. I'm just going to blow it out just a little bit just to get some length, you know, some detangleness going on, and I'm going to blow that out on high temperature with a little tooth comb. Just kind of get up in there, get up the crevices, get the roots all kind of blown out and stretch. Okay, so after that I'm going to use the Murray's Edge Wax. The Shine and Jam I'm not really going to use at the roots because her hair is so short. I need something to help me really grip. Okay, so the Murray's Edge Wax really works for that. So I'm literally just going to part from, you know, the back, straight horizontal parts, regular parts, and I'm going to do 3 sections in the back. So 3 braids are going to be on that first row. Now my client does not want small. She doesn't want a lot of locks. She doesn't want anything heavy, anything too big, too bulky, or anything like that. She wants some kind of spaced out. So I made sure that I don't do too many braids together and I don't do super slim rows. All right, so that is what I'm doing. I'm going to use the Marley hair, just 1 pack, guys. And the reason why I'm using the Marley hair is to add length and durability to her hair, but mostly just add length. Okay, so if your hair was long enough, you know, you had about 4 or more inches, you do not have to use any type of Marley hair or anything like that. Just your regular hair and box braid it down. All right, so even if it's, you know, even if you have long hair, you only need to really box braid 1 or 2 inches down, and that is it, guys. So I'm going to add that Marley hair onto her hair. Okay, so one thing I can say is, like I said, 1 pack of Marley hair is all I'm using, and per braid that I'm going to do, that is going to be literally 1/4 of a Marley hair. So when I get 1 strand of the Marley hair, you know that is super thick. I'm going to cut 1 strand in half, and then I'm going to piece apart the other half, and then I'm going to add that hair. Now the key is to not to add a lot of Marley hair or anything thick. Some people use spring twist hair. I just feel like that's too dense in my opinion. Marley hair, when you just keep splitting it and splitting it and splitting it, it gets very lightweight. I feel like with spring twist hair, it's still pretty dense and, you know, combined together. So I just really like the Marley hair. It provides the lightweightness that I really like, and it provides that really rough texture that I really like. Okay, so that is all I'm doing, guys. I'm just putting the edge wax on the roots, and I'm just going to just keep parting and literally adding the Marley hair to her hair. Okay, y'all, so now that everything is installed, this is how everything should be looking. Everything is very lightweight. One thing I can say is always make sure that you are doing the braids not too tight. I know her hair is short. I know the person is short. The hair is short, but make sure you're not doing it super tight. Have a good grip, but not nothing super tight, because you still have to crochet the hair onto the hair. Okay, so here I am, y'all. Very simple. I'm just getting the 1 strand of the locks, crocheting it through and pulling it through into itself. Okay, their hair is going to be on one side, and then you're just going to wrap their hair, well, the hair that you're adding, or their hair, wrap that around the soft lock until you are out of the lock. And you're going to do every lock the same way. Okay, guys, wrap until you are completely out of that their hair. Okay, once you are done with that, you're just gonna go ahead and continue the next one. Crochet the lock through, grab the lock, crochet it through the hole, pull it, And then you're going to have their hair that you're going to wrap around the base. You honestly could leave it like this if that's what you wanted to do. But of course you will see it just doesn't look right. It doesn't look really secure. But if you're super lazy and don't feel like doing all that, you can definitely get away with, you know, doing that. But if it's your hair, guys, see, that works for her because her hair is short. But if it's your hair and your hair is pretty long and you're wrapping your hair around it, you know your hair is exposed. So my best bet is to just not leave it like that. If you want it to be a truly protective style, make sure you wrapping your hair tightly around the base, and then make sure you're wrapping some hair on top of that. But yes, guys, so that's basically what I'm doing the whole time. Just crochet the hair, the lock, onto itself at the root of the hair where the base of the braid is, and then the hair that you're adding onto their short hair, or if it was just their regular hair, you're going to make sure you wrap that around the lock. Now that everything is wrapped, I'm going to literally just start basically concealing that wrap part. So I'm just going to take one strand. Honestly, it's not even one strand. It's a half of strand of the spring twist hair. So I literally got one piece of the spring twist hair and split it in two. So that way you don't have such a bulky root. You still have a streamlined root, and the root blends in with the skinny lock that's already pre-made, okay? So one thing I can say, you have some people that say that they keep skipping. You know, they'll wrap the spring twist hair around and they'll just like make gaps in between. That is fine, but sometimes I don't really like the look of that, because I feel like with the spring twist hair, it doesn't have gaps. It doesn't have those loops and super distressed. So I don't really want to do so much space in between. I feel like it looks fine when you just kind of wrap it regular. I feel like some spots you can make it a little bit distressed, meaning you can skip, you know, put some gaps in between the lock, but I don't feel like you should do a lot to make it super distressed, only because you want it to blend as closely as possible. All right, so you guys can see whenever I am adding the spring twist hair, I'm kind of wrapping regular. This part, please do not make sure you do not, you know, wrap tightly on around the root as well, because you do not want a lot of tension, guys. I think that's something that a lot of people forget. It's protective styling. You need to make it protective. If it's too tight, it's not protective. Okay, so it just really doesn't make sense to make it super tight. You can always do it secure, but not nothing, you know, super tight. Okay, now when it comes to the distressedness, it's going to automatically get distressed over time, so that's not something you should worry about. Just don't sleep with anything on your hair, or don't put anything on your head when you're taking a shower. It's going to naturally get frizzy. If you want it to look super frizzy the day of, you can definitely like use a brush and, you know, a comb and kind of tease it a little bit, and it will get frizzy the way you like it. So when it comes to the spring twist hair, make sure you are wrapping, and when you run out, you are done. Now, if the client's hair is super long, then of course you may have to add another spring twist piece, but you know, this is supposed to save time. You know, it's crochet, it's already here, you know, so it's supposed to save time, so you shouldn't have to do that. But yeah, girl, so back in the day, girl, we used to have to do these 36-inch locks. We used to have to double the 18-inch locks together. Y'all remember that? Oh my god, that is why I quit doing soft locks. I said, until they make these super long locks, I am not doing these soft locks anymore. And they did. So that really helps when it comes to the time and the convenience of everything. But yes, guys, so that's basically it. Go ahead and watch and learn. I'm going to do her whole head, so you guys are going to be able to see how I'm doing the whole head from, you know, start to finish. In order to not make this video so long, I'm making sure that I speed some parts up, that, you know, the parts that I already explained. If you have any more questions, comment below. If you have any more questions on what I did, you can reverse. That's the point of a video. You can go back and look at how I did it all over again. Love you guys so much. Everything that I use will be in the description box below for you guys to purchase, so you guys can have a similar look as well. Love you guys so much. As far as like, I want to give tips to braiders while I'm doing these videos. When it comes to pricing, like locks like this, pre-made locks, you have to price in your time as well as how much it will cost for the locks, for you to purchase the locks. I always purchase the hair for the client. So make sure you go ahead and tally all that together. So for this length is usually like over $300, because I have to add the, you know, the braiding hair, all the hair that I use for this style, okay, and the products. So always make sure that that is included, because as the products go up in price, your price should go up in price. All right, people pay for what they want to you know, what their hair to look like, okay? Love you guys so much. Talk to y'all in my next video. Bye.